Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to a soggy morning in beautiful North Carolina. So, today we are going to be staking up our tomatoes. I think today is a good day because the soil is moist, so it's going to be easier to stick these um, sticks down further into the ground. So, we are going to get started. So, first things first, we are going to find our tomato plant. And we have our tomato plant, and we are going to get kind of sort of close but not too close because we don't really want to disturb the roots. And this really should have been done when I first transplanted it into the ground. And I'm just going to stick it down as far as I can. And we've had probably about a good 3 or 4 days of rain. No, 2 days of rain. It's supposed to be heavy rain, but it really wasn't too heavy. And so the stick does go down to a decent depth. And then I'm just going to take um, some Velcro connectors, and we are going to um, connect the um, we're going to connect the tomato to the pole, not too tightly because it's going to get thicker. And it's going to look like that. So this is going to be a good baseline, and I'm going to come back later sometime and I'm going to cut off these bottom leaves. In general, you don't really want to keep any branches that are below the first set of flowers. So we're actually getting a few sets of flowers here. And for reference, I am only doing some of the tomato plants. I'm not doing all of them. So my dwarf indeterminates, I'm going to find a different way to stake those or to support them. I won't be using these probably because they're only going to get about 3 feet tall, maybe. So I may just use like a cage. That's what I'm thinking for those. I'm just going to insert this deep as I can. And these really aren't tall enough. Like indeterminate tomatoes, they grow like crazy. So this is just a temporary solution. I'm gonna have to find a permanent solution at some point. But I did want to go ahead and support them since we are getting storms. And the last thing you want is for your tomato to snap. So right here, we're at a very important spot for the life of our tomato. So this is the vine and it's going up. It looks like this is maybe like the main one. Basically it's splitting here. It's making a V. So I have to decide which one I'm going to keep. And it's kind of hard to tell which part is like the actual vine and which one is like, I guess, like a sucker or something. So I'm going to cut one of them off because I don't want insane growth on my tomatoes. But I will do that at a later point. Right now, I'm just going to be connect them to this to the support. So I'm just going to go in here and just support it. And so the goal is like when we get wind and rain, it doesn't, snap. That's the worst thing for tomatoes, for the stem to snap. All right, and we're gonna stake this next tomato. These are getting some pretty good sizes on them. Tomatoes are a vine, and they will grow insanely tall. So like I said, these are probably, like I said, too short. And I'm actually gonna switch this one out with the taller one, I believe. But it's important to support them because tomatoes can get heavy, like a pound a piece or something crazy. And I also like these Velcro. They're adjustable. Um, they're reusable. I'm just gonna take off some of these suckers, and then I'm also gonna come back and it's probably too small. I'm gonna take off some of these suckers. Like I said, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna prune off the lower branches. I said, we just want to support our tomato here. Um, Not too tight because, like I said, the vines do get thicker over time, and you don't want your um, Velcro to be cutting into the tomato.